Let's take a tour of the Scratch interface. Over here, you have three important tabs. Code shows you the blocks palette and shows you options for coding. Here are all your different categories for your different blocks: motion, looks, sounds, events, controls, sensing, operators, variables, my blocks. You notice if you scroll through, you go through all the menus as well. This block here, if it's asking you about extensions, that's where you can add extensions. Notice I added a pen, and there's different sizes. Now I added things for music. So that's the coding tab. The costumes tab is where you have the different outfits for your different sprites. So if I click on a sprite, it'll show you the various costumes. So if you're using a block for change costume, this is where it's going to change the costumes too. You can also add your own costumes here as well and edit anything you see with these different tools. Watch, if I want to make my own costume, I can right click, go to duplicate, make the same one, and I can make any adjustments I want. So maybe I want to fill the star with a different color. Maybe I want to add a hat. So now you have three different costumes. When you're looking for another costume, here's the little icon. You can go click and you can choose all sorts of different costumes. It doesn't have to be the costume that related, but that's okay. Next, sounds. Only sounds that are here when you first go in will be nothing. Because when you go to add a sound, you will click down here and it will take you to the sound library. And all you have to do to add a sound and want to be able to use it with one of your code blocks is click on it. Here's where you can search for sounds, a surprise sound, or if you want to upload your own sounds, you do that here. So those are the three main tabs. Here is your coding area. This is where all your code goes. Up here, you should name your project. Over on this side is the stage. This shows what is happening in your code. Here's where you can pick different backdrops, search for them, or you can draw your own backdrop if you want to. Or you don't want to draw your own backdrop, you can upload a backdrop from something you downloaded. Over here is all the things for your sprites. If you want to add a sprite, click on the cat face and notice there are categories that you can search for different types of sprites: food, fashion, letters, ants, people. All you have to do is click on it and the sprite appears. Notice when I'm on the ballerina and I go to costumes, there's the different costumes for this ballerina. So whichever sprite is selected, these are its settings, where it appears in the XY coordinates, how big it is, and what direction it is. So you can change something. So if I want to make the ballerina half the size, I can do 50%. Notice the ballerina became half the size. If you want to see your project in full screen, you can click here and it will give you full screen. Click here, you're not full screen anymore. And these are the ways you can change the view if you want to. And that's basically your tour of Scratch.